guys, so right now I am heading to town. I'm going to stop at the bank so I can withdraw some money. I found a 05 Polaris Predator. It's in pieces. He says everything works and stuff. He bought all the parts to put a quad together, I guess. We made it back. It's the next day. I got back really late. It was really dark, so I wasn't going to be able to show you much in the dark, but here we are. Here's the quad. Supposedly the engine's fine, so we'll see on that. He said he just went through the valves. Hopefully that's the case. But we'll see once we get it all put together. According to him, everything is here. It just needs put back together. And I have actually doubles of a lot of stuff. So what happened, I guess the backstory on this quad, this guy I bought it from drove his Polaris on the trails and hit somebody and wrecked the front end. He took everything that was good on his bike and bought another parts bike, and they was gonna combine the two together to make another quad. I guess that was the idea behind it. And then he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. Basically, I want to restore. I want to make it look good. I could just slap everything on this thing and be good to go, but I want him to do it right to get the biggest bang out of my buck. So basically, anything that has a wear part is going to get replaced. So bearings, bushings, you know, you name it, ball joints, that's all getting replaced. So I'm going to strip it down even farther, take everything off, and then we're gonna paint this frame. Got sand all over my face because I have been sandblasting this. So I got the frame out here. Sandblaster is not working right, so we're gonna have to get some parts for it. And I'm also out of sand, so we're gonna go up to town here tonight. Me and Brock are gonna get some paint supplies because I gotta paint my truck yet, so I'm gonna get paint for that. I'm gonna get paint for this. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna use our orbital sander and sand down the parts I can get with that. And then we'll use the sandblaster to get the rest. So that's kind of the plan for now. I'm just gonna work on this for the next day or so. I'm just waiting on parts. So I want to get the painting done first because it's, you know, everything's just off already. So I'm going to be painting this frame white. We also have a new end on this because that thing sucks. We got a water separator for the air compressor. We have a cheap one on here, but it broke and it really wasn't working that well. So we got a decent one. So I'm gonna hook all that up. Hopefully I can get the sandblaster to start working properly. Got the swing arm apart and it went by okay. I had to look up how to do it because I haven't done it in like 10 years. There's a stupid snap ring you gotta take out that's a pain in the butt, but got it. So now it's all apart. It's gonna be prepped for sanding / sandblasting. Alright, if you guys made it this far in the video, mango! I'm trying to explain to the people that they need to subscribe to the channel if they made it this far in the video. Yeah, let them know. Subscribe, leave a like. I just got the first coat of the red paint on. It is a beautiful day to paint. Hopefully I get the painting done by today, and then tomorrow I can assemble it. Alright, so it's just going to come down to just assembling this thing. Hardest part about this whole thing is going to be trying to figure out what bolt goes where, because I did not take this thing apart, but the paint turned out really well. The lighting kind of sucks in here. It's going to look really nice. It turned out really well. Plastics are done. This is the next step. I'm going to start assembling the A-arms back together. So once I get the A-arms back together and the swing arm back together, because I'm replacing all the bushings and bearings and seals and that, then I'll start assembling that to the frame. I just did the swing arm. So that was kind of a process. These bearings did not want to come out very well.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah.
Making more progress. I got the swing arm in, got the engine mounted. So far it's going pretty good. I had a little issue getting the engine mounted. For some reason, these front engine mounts do not want to go in. This is a 2003 frame. I think they made some changes between 2003 and 2004. I believe this engine is from 2006, according to the seller. So I don't know if that's why. So I don't know if it's a 2000. I don't know if it's a year difference. Things changed here and there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is run the wire harness. So it's the next day on the Predator 500 build, and so I made a lot of progress, as you can see. So I'm taking a little break on the wiring harness because I found out that this CDI box, and between, I believe from 05 to 07 on that 500 engine, they changed the CDI box on it for some reason, and it's the expensive CDI box. It's like $100. The OEM one's like $300. I'm using an aftermarket one. This CDI box must have came with this frame because this is an 03 frame. So I got the exhaust on, the air box is kind of on. I went to the carburetor, got that all cleaned up. That the boot that connects the carburetor to the engine is not in the kit that the guy gave me, so that's another thing I gotta wait on. The brake cylinder for this rear brake here, that's missing. But if I had all that in there, I could start this thing up if I wanted to. I'm getting really close. Waiting on a new CDI box forever. Came in, plugged it in, and still getting the same issue. The CDI box wasn't the issue. I did some looking. I forgot that Polaris has this ETC, which is electronic throttle control. Some type of safety thing, I guess. Anyways, there's a couple points in here, and I don't know what, I'm not really sure what the point of it is or what's going on. Anyways, I need to do some adjustment in here. I think my throttle cable needs to be adjusted is what I'm getting to. If I hold this throttle open so these two connections don't touch, we will have spark. So we have spark now, so I need to adjust this and move on. It's just 2 weeks of waste, but figured it out. Something stupid, but we got spark, so that's good. Move on. So we got the gas tank on. I need to adjust the throttle and try to get this engine to run, and we'll slap it together. At this point, it is almost done. So fingers crossed. Hopefully, we don't find any more issues. Guys, moment of truth, trying to get this beast to start to run. Everything's hooked up. Hopefully it's all gonna start up. Oh man, we got some sparks. Throttle cable's sticking, but it starts. It's running. I got oil leaking. I got oil line leaking over here for some reason, and the throttle's being weird. For some reason, the idle adjustment ain't doing anything either. sounds good, runs good. Like this is aftermarket CDI box, so it could have a rev limiter safety thing on this, maybe. I'll have to put it together, get the chain on it, and see how shit drives. Plus, I don't think it's in neutral. I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's in neutral, so I'm wondering if it has a little bit of a safety function on it. So yeah, so I need to just kind of just gotta mount everything. Still gotta figure out the reverse on this. So get that figured out. I gotta mount the front brake, put the rear plastics on, and just, you know, do all the
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah.
very fun quad. I had one of these when I was 15 years old. That was actually one of my first quads that I've bought myself. It was an 05 Polaris Predator. It was a white one. Had a lot of fun with that. I think that quad was kind of a lemon though. For some reason I had a lot of engine issues with it. I blew it up like 3 times, so yeah, it wasn't very, we had a little bit of hard feelings with that quad. But I rode the crap out of it, so it's probably partly my fault.